Okay, everyone, and hello. It is I, your favorite tyrannical ruler, Lord Frieza, and I've got a very special guest here today, Big Daddy, aka Geekdom101. Say hello, Daddy.
Hi.
And we're very excited. We told you guys about this, a couple of weeks ago that we're doing the Q&A with Geekdom. So, without further ado,
Let's do it.
Let's do some questions here. Where should we start? Okay, Jexoy says, not a question, but I do love you, my lord. I love you as well. Ooh, Miss DBZ, babe. She said, wow.
Love her.
She wrote the same thing and she saw it after. So apparently she loves us as much as Jexoy. And they all love Lord Frieza. Ooh, and Daddy. She made sure she mentioned, and Daddy.
And I love her as well.
And one of my moderators, Shiny Umbreon, throwing out the Hatsune Miku because she knows that Lord Frieza loves it. Look at that bum right there. Okay, Maria's still sending love. Okay, so now first question is from Joshua Powell, and he's one of my moderators on my channel as well when I stream. Would you rather fight 10 horse-sized Piccolos or 100 duck-sized Piccolos, Geekdom?
That's more for you than for me.
Well, I think I wanted your question first because I would endow you with the power of a golden god if you would like.
Whatever you want. Well, if you could show me how to do that, that would be great because gold would look real good on my body.
Oh, I so would. I would just death beam all of the Piccolos, including Qualman.
Yeah, well, he could go first. I mean, honestly.
Indeed.
And the thing is, too, it's like the only thing is it would be easy, but it would be annoying. I mean, let's be real, Lord Frieza. Not only did you knock out Piccolo on Namek, I mean, we thought he was dead. He wasn't dead, but he pretty much was incapacitated, but you also killed him again on Earth, so you have made Piccolo your bitch many times.
Shout out to Qualman. Hello there. Anywho, just kidding, Qualman, or am I? Next question. I think you could definitely answer this one first, and then I'll answer afterwards. Why did you guys start doing YouTube?
Well, I'll give you the Cliff Notes version of the story. Pretty much, it was completely accidental. About a year ago, I was trying to recruit people for my website. Went on YouTube. I saw a couple people who I wanted to recruit. Kind of became somewhat friends with one of them. He turned out to be a real scumbag. People who have been subscribed to me know who I'm talking about. Turned out to be a real scumbag and a liar and a misinformer, clickbaiter, all the things that I hate. And then I pretty much said to myself, let me just do this my own damn self, because I was getting exclusive information from Japan of Resurrection F, my lord. I knew about you before. Hell, even you did in many cases. And what happened was I started doing those videos, leaking out information early. And Unreal ENT Gaming did a video where he shouted me out, which back then I was called the epitome of geekdom. And then from there, I just started doing more and more videos just for fun. And one thing led to another. YouTube almost, it's weird because I've seen a lot of like big YouTubers answer this question. Almost every time it starts out as being a hobby and then becomes more serious later on. Like you never imagine doing this like, 5 days a week, 7 days a week. For me, you just never imagine doing it when you first start. Just do it for fun, just to goof off. My goal was to unite the community as well as to spread good information, accurate information, right? But my thing was that I didn't think I had the ability to unite the community right off the hop. So I had to obviously build up my reputation. And now I think we've made several great strides to unite the community. I mean, when I see people like AJ Anime talking to ZZ Toasty, who are on two completely sides of the spectrum of this community, the whole Dragon Ball community, it makes me happy. So
you've done a great job of bringing all of us together.
Yes, I have. I appreciate that. So that's the short version of the story. What about you?
Oh, well, for me, I was sitting there. Okay, so we all know where I reside right now. I'm currently in hell. If you don't know that, you're not a very big fan of your lordship, obviously, if you don't know that. And I get really bored down here, so I figured, you know what, King Yemma let me have this PS4 thing, and I get to leave the cocoon and record, and then Big Daddy sends me VHSs of Dragon Ball Super down to keep me entertained in between Let's Play recording. So more or less just to pass the time. I mean, this is infinite time here. We're talking all of the rest of time in existence that I'll be here, unless I can break out somehow. So, I gotta keep busy.
Fantastic. Yeah, so you basically do it out of boredom.
Out of boredom, but, and then I've discovered all these awesome people here on YouTube, and I do enjoy doing it now. Ooh, here's a good question. What do you think about the Vegeta versus Hit fight? Loved it. Couldn't miss a second of it. Enjoyed the hell out of that blue bitch getting punched by Purple Fury power right through his belly, and then he got knocked the hell out. This man punched the Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan out of Vegeta. Ha ha ha! K-bye!
I knew you'd be really, really happy with that result. And the thing is that, look, Vegeta fans were upset about what happened. This guy fought 3 other guys before him. All right, he was tired, so give him a break. But yeah, Vegeta stood no chance.
Also, this is from the one and only. That question was from Sprang. Remember, you gave him that love advice in the stream. Hello, Sprang. Let's give a big shout out to Sprang. Hello there.
So Darsh is Sprang.
Yes, at Awesome Claws is Sprang. So if he ever tweets you, definitely give that man a like.
Okay, good. Now I know, because when you have different usernames, it's confusing.
Yes. Time Commando Turles says, who's the greatest monkey around? Shut up, Turles. You suck. Just kidding. Hello, but you do suck. Have you guys played any fan-made Dragon Ball games? I have not, but I know that there's quite a few of them out there.
I actually answered the question right there. I've reviewed one. Yes. Check the channel. Video game playlist. Yeah, I played Dragon Ball. There's a very popular game. What the hell is it called? I can't. Now my mind's drawing a blank, bro. I freaking played it the other day, bro. Dude, I can't believe my mind's drawing a blank right now. It's the freaking the Street Fighter 2 clone. You know what I'm talking about? It's really good, but it's really hard.
I know exactly what the one you're talking about is. I can't remember.
Dragon Ball Z.
That's it. I think that's it.
Yeah, Hyper Dragon Ball Z is it, and that's one of the more popular fan-made Dragon Ball games. So yes, I have played that one.
And we've got Geekdom dropping more knowledge. Apparently, the blue-haired woman lied about her age in the Battle of Gods dub. And there was some other things went back and forth there, apparently.
Yeah, just real quick, what was going on was that people were asking about Bulma's age. And
she looks good for whatever age she is. I mean, I'd give her the tail.
I agree with you. Take her away from Vegeta. That would really hurt him.
Oh, yes, please. Anything to stomp out what little bit of pride he has left.
Agreed.
Especially after that loss to hit. Sup, Vegeta!
I agree. No, but what I was going to say was, and I'm glad we're doing this Q&A so I can explain it to people, is that in the dub of Battle of Gods, you hear Krillin and Oolong are like, oh, she's 38. But I think, and again, this is not Funimation's fault. Do not come down their throat, because it's very difficult to understand this scene. But in the Japanese version, they say the same thing. The line is pretty accurate, but what it is the voice inflection. The Japanese one pretty much implies that Oolong and Krillin know she's not really 38 years old. She's lying about her age, because she's not 38. She's in her 40s.
Ah, yes. No, that would make a lot more sense. Chronologically, she should be in her 40s, I believe, as well.
Exactly. And that's what it is that people were looking at that scene in the dub of Battle of Gods and were like, oh, well, that's she's 38. No, they said that the ADR director, I'm not sure who it was. Maybe it was Sabbath, I guess, did not pick up on that. So it's not anything big. There's a little picture of you when you were younger.
Ah, yes. Let's see here. Let's see. Your childhood seemed like fun. Well, I will say this. Cooler always... He always got mad that Daddy favored me. And you know what? Cooler didn't. He wasn't gunning for the throne like I was, and Dad took notice. So that's why he's all smug looking, and I'm pissed off, because I'm just like, how could you not want all of this greatness that Father's built for us? And, moved on from that. What is one thing neither of you two can agree on, and why? We agree on everything. We've got the same mentality of hating monkeys, so.
I guess the way to spell your name. That's the only.
That's probably the only thing. I guess that's a good point. I spell it with the I because I'm sometimes I can be a bit of a dubtard, but
Well, it's okay. I'm not gonna disrespect you because I don't want you to kill me. But Dragon Fury, this is for both of you. If you were turned into a frog, what would you do first? Love your content. I would make love to Ginyu Frog. What about you?
I'd probably take over and rule all the other frogs and make them do my bidding. Then have my way with the Ginyu Frog as well, because why the hell not?
I agree. I'm just very horny. I would be a horny frog.
I would love to see that. If we could make a porn involving you and that frog when you're a frog and then put it on YouTube, I think our fans would just bask in the glory of frog sex.
I need to find me a Danica frog.
Oh, Danica! Hello, Danica. I know you're watching. Oh, quick little test again. First and foremost, if you haven't already, pause the video right now and go subscribe to Geekdom. I'm going to put a link in his channel. I imagine a lot of you came from Geekdom, but if you haven't been to Geekdom, this man is the most credible Dragon Ball YouTuber in all of the internet, so get your ass over there now. And just for the fuck of it, we're trying these experiments. Go subscribe to Danica. She does Dragon Ball unboxings and stuff like that and other little videos. She goes by Saiyan Princess on YouTube. Ignore the terrible monkey name. And yes, she's a cutie pie. She's got a dank booty.
Yes, she does. She's very thick.
Next question as well. In the like design wise, would you have wanted SSJ white over blue? Sad we might not see SSJ white. I personally don't care about any SSJ color. I think they're all stupidless. It's stupid and useless. It's just a color palette swap. Stupidless. That's stupid and useless in one. That's what the monkeys are. They're stupidless. You can hashtag it. Put it in the comments right now. Spell it STUPELESS. Hashtag stupidless. I hate monkeys. Next question, please, and thank you.
You want me to read the next question?
Yes, you may. Go on, Big Daddy.
A follow-up to that question, what has been your favorite Dragon Ball Super episode so far?
The one where I got the monkey shot, that's my favorite.
I would say 39 because it was a lot of fun, but that's a good one too, my lord. That's when you killed Piccolo, I was very, very happy.
It's always a good time when a monkey dies or a green man dies in front of you. For Big D, a friend of mine, Otaku, watched DBZ but isn't interested in DBZ. I want to convince him. Please help.
Well, number one, he's not really an otaku. Number two, he's watching half the story. And number three, you really can't convince somebody to watch something they don't want to watch. I don't understand why you can call I don't understand how you can call yourself a Dragon Ball fan and not see Dragon Ball. Like, I think that you're a poser if you don't, point blank. So fuck them.
Yeah, no, agreed. You've got to watch Dragon Ball. That's just the best thing. Do you watch Kill la Kill? I've seen an episode. There was some sexy biatches in there. I haven't seen it anymore since, but I'll probably go back at some point.
I have only seen like a little bit of it too. Yeah, it is too much for me to watch. Yo, I'm overloaded as is.
Gotcha. Geekdom, what's your favorite part in The Force Awakens? By Harry Carson.
Damn, dude, that's tough because I love that entire movie. The thing about that movie and why it's so great is I usually I couldn't tell you how many times I put that movie on and I only want to watch one scene and I end up watching the entire movie. Like, you just hit play and you just let it go. Like, it's happened maybe about 10 times.
It's a good film.
I guess it's amazing. I guess my favorite part, would be when Rey grabbed the lightsaber with the force power, spoiler alert, and they played the theme music. That is an incredible scene. I guess that would be my favorite part of the movie.
My favorite part of the movie is pretty much any moment that involved BB-8 because he's so adorable, the way that he rolls. And then was he giving a thumbs up or a flip off with that little spark out thing? I thought he was flipping somebody off.
I think he was too. Now, my lord, I'm actually surprised you did not choose the scene where Hosnian Prime was blown up because I know you're a big fan of fireworks, and I'm surprised you didn't enjoy that one.
Oh, there's another scene that I don't want to say because it's very spoiler heavy that I thoroughly enjoyed when someone goes, bye-bye, because I love evil, and it was the full entire way to get to the dark side. And I just don't want to spoil it, but for the people that have seen the film, you know what your lordship's talking about. The other people don't know, but we know.
I already spoiled the Hosnian Prime part. Sorry.
Spoiler alert. Okay, what inspired us to start YouTube? We already answered that. Yeah. How's Zarbon doing? Is he truly gay, or was it just his looks and appearances? Listen, Zarbon's like your lordship. He doesn't deny a good time. Every single side of the field's a good place to play, and he is a rather handsome man. You already know this. Supreme Kai of Time of Bulma, please don't make me choose. I'll have both, thank you. Is Golden Frieza more of a power-up like Super Saiyan, or a transformation like Frieza's other forms? It's a transformation. I think that's pretty obvious, guys. I completely change in appearance. It's not just one part of my body.
It was in the original promotional material, it was referred to as an evolution, which to me is grander than a transformation because, yeah, you look different, but it's your final form evolved. And it's so evolved that you got so strong that you didn't even need to tap into God Ki. And to me, that's an amazing feat. You, as of right now, the only characters in this entire franchise who can be as strong as gods without tapping into God Ki is you and Hit. I saw that Shockmaster clip right there, by the way. Very happy to see that.
Yes, there's a couple of them here. It says, Geekdom, can you easily defeat the Shockmaster and Frieza? Why is Gordon so damn strong?
When he says Gordon, he's talking about Gordon solely. I don't know who the hell he's talking about, but yeah, I don't know if I can beat Uncle Fred, but I wouldn't want to because I love Uncle Fred, especially when that clip happened. By the way, real quick trivia note. For those of you who saw that Shockmaster clip from WCW, if you watch that clip back with the audio, you can actually hear the British Bulldog go, he fell right on his ass, which I think is the best part of that clip.
That's pretty entertaining. That's good stuff. Oh, okay, here we go. This question again. I'm going to need you to go and refer to Geekdom's QNA for the 50K subscriber special for your answer to Lord Frieza, are you a boy or a girl? Because I remember Geekdom put it very well there.
I don't know why people were still asking that question.
I don't understand either, even though it's been answered in the actual show multiple times. But okay, Lord Frieza, is the body we see Ginyu in at the start of the Ginyu Saga his original body?
I definitely asked you that question in the damn Q&A.
Yes, and you can go refer to that one as well, everyone. Go to Geekdom's channel, Q&A. Matter of fact, I'm going to put a link to that Q&A in the description, so if you guys haven't seen it, it's actually really good. That's the first time that Big Daddy, Geekdom, and I have ever done a collaboration.
Well, it was the Q&A was the second one, and the interview was the first one. That's what it was. So both of them.
Oh, that's what I meant. Sorry, I got them backwards.
Yeah.
Zarbon versus Bulma. They both got a fat ass. Next question.
Frieza mastered golden
form versus Hit. Mastered golden form? I think I might end up taking that one because think about it. I mean, I again, we've went over this multiple times, so I'll keep this very short and sweet. I achieved a new form and didn't even bother to hone it. I just said, oh, this is more than enough power. I could take out Majin Buu with this. So I went and, beat the shit out of some monkeys for a bit. But Hit's time skip it's an admirable skill. And if he could do it, I'm sure I could probably figure it out too.
I think it's without stamina issues, it would be very, very hard because even the Kaioken has those wacky stamina issues. So it would be hard for me to pick against you in that one, my lord. It really would. And then he also asked, do you think Gohan's the Krillin of Super? No, Krillin's the Krillin of Super. Don't forget.
Krillin is the Krillin of Super because Krillin's still there. What do you guys think of Dragon Ball Super so far? I actually am enjoying it very much so. I do like it. It's very entertaining. I like new content. So let's take my saga out of the equation, and let's take the Battle of Gods saga out of the equation. Now, I know that's blasphemy. My saga is obviously one of the greatest sagas you'll ever see in your life. But new content-wise, things we've never seen before, I'm enjoying the universe arc specifically because both of the monkeys lost.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, you should have already seen it by now!
Hopefully so, yeah. I'm
going to put spoiler in the topic of this.
I'm very... What?
I'm going to put spoiler in this title. I'm going to put super spoilers, Star Wars spoilers.
Yeah, please. No, definitely. No, I was just going to say about Super is that I'm very conflicted because I feel like Super is fun to watch every week and it has great moments, but it hasn't captured the feel of the original series at all. And I also, except for a few moments here and there, and I also feel like it's created a lot of continuity issues. I mean, I'm just being honest. It really has created continuity issues, and some of them haven't even been attempted to be fixed yet. So at the end of the day, I'm right in the middle with that one. But I'll keep watching.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's not really trying to follow in the footsteps of Z. It's kind of going back to Toriyama's roots in Dragon Ball. The big thing and that's my most favorite part about it. I feel like he's brought the adventure back to Dragon Ball. It's not just about getting power-ups and people fighting. It's the adventures brought back, and that's what's fun. I think he's trying to do a fun series this time around, and I'm 100% okay with that. Hey, I got a new form out of it, so I got no complaints.
That's true.
Okay, will I ever get engaged to the Supreme Kai of Time? If she'll have me, she's so adorable, oh my gosh. Okay, we've got to move on. You're putting my mind in very naughty places, the Sergeant Reaper at Ricky Saviano. Let's see here. My question is, if Geekdom was a character in Dragon Ball, is his special technique comes out of his D?
Yes, I would shoot acid semen.
There you go, right there. It's like Cybermen, but on a much more sexual level.
Yes.
Why does Gordo suck so bad? That's what I'm wondering, bro. He looks like a big green boogard. Have you seen my Xenoverse Let's Play? He looks like a green boogard. Very disappointing. Oh my gosh. Ugh, move on. Let's see. We can skip that. Missionary or Downward Dog. Whatever one Zarbon's feeling that day, or the Supreme Kai of Time.
And ironically enough, that's being sent to us by D. Free, who's mastered both of those positions, as he knows.
What's your answer, Big Daddy?
I like Missionary because Downward Dog. Okay, Downward Dog is pretty much when you're like up and she's on the bottom bent down or whatever. I like regular Doggy. I don't like Downward Doggy because look, I'm cool with doing crunches, but I can't do them while I'm fucking. Not crunches. Yes. What are they called when you do the what the hell are they called when you kneel down and kneel back up again? What's the exercise called again?
Squats.
Squats, thank you. I'm cool with doing squats. I love doing squats, but I don't like doing them during sex. I'd rather use my hips. So Missionary works for me. So just being real. Real.
Nothing wrong there. What is your favorite track from the Falconer score, the Kikuchi score, or the Yamamoto score?
For me, the Falconer score, my favorite track is probably the Earth theme or the PyCon theme. I like those two. From the Kikuchi score, there's way too many that I absolutely love. Probably dun dun dun. Dun, 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 from the Genkidama theme, then the Yamamoto score. Yes. Ooh, there's a lot of Yamamoto.
The Yamamoto scores. See, the thing is, I don't know the name to any of the score songs. I know the songs. I can describe them.
A lot don't even have names.
Yes, so. and the Yamamoto score it's plentiful with really good ones.
It's just too bad that he's freaking a plagiarist. But yeah, it is fantastic. I like the Kai recap music. Dun 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 dun.
Yes, the last Dragon Ball Z Kai.
That one, yes.
That is good. That's good. I love the narrator in Dragon Ball Z Kai's voice. It's so great.
Me too.
I mean, Kyle the Bear, what up, Kyle? We're going to be guesting the same con next month in May, so if you're watching this, hi. I like your narrator, bro, but I like going back to the roots of Dragon Ball a little bit more and having that Kai-type narrator that's more closer to the Dragon Ball one. So, you know, you do a good job, man, but I'm glad they replaced you. Nothing against you. He just
How do you feel about Dale Kelly, the original one, the monster truck driver one? Whoa, next time, Krillin's in the house.
That guy. Next episode, Krillin's in the house. No, he actually said Krillin in the house. He said duh, and it was hilarious. I mean... It wasn't, you know, to each his own, man. You know, I'm sure a lot of people like the guy. He didn't do a bad job, but I'd like the Kai narrator the most. Okay, right. Do I hate Beerus? Absolutely not. He's a stand-up guy. I learned a lot about destruction from watching him do his thing all those years ago. Do I have the Dragon Boxes? No, I don't, Dokkan-kun. Those are very expensive. If anyone wants to gift them to me, go for it, though.
I have them.
Can I get some YouTube tips? I just started my channel 4 weeks ago. Well, Majestic Universe, do content that you enjoy doing because you'll put more effort into it and you'll enjoy it and your fans will notice that you're enjoying it. Not something that you feel like you have to do or a whole bunch of other people are doing. Like, for instance, if a new Dragon Ball game came out and it was really shit, we're talking like Battle of Z shit, I wouldn't sit there and play it on my channel for views because I wouldn't be enjoying it and it'd be a lie.
I agree with you. I mean, the thing about YouTube tips, and I get this question a lot, is you really have to figure out what it is that you want out of YouTube. And, you know, but you're right. You should kind of start it out as having, you know, just having a good time and enjoying yourself. That should really be
eventually later on, you may do a video or two that you don't really care for, but you know it's good for the channel. But you don't want to make that your regular thing.
Yeah, exactly. It really just totally depends on what you want. The thing I tell everybody is if you're going to get into this thing to make money, just to make money, you're probably going to fail because you're going to end up, like you said, doing things that you're not going to want to do. And you're also going to get frustrated when you don't get the subs you want and this and that. Just freaking put out content, quality content, do your homework, you'll be fine.
If Goku and Vegeta decided to work for you, would you let them? Also, don't kill Baby Pad. Listen,
that's a good question. I'm actually wondering that too.
Okay, so if Goku... Well, I offered Vegeta a position in my ranks, and the idiot turned it down. I would never let Goku work for me. It's more or less just vengeance at this point. I would love to see him die. Vegeta, I would let work for me because he worked for me in the past, and he was a good, loyal subject. He did his job. He did what he was supposed to. He would have never tried to cross me if he didn't hear this tale of you can achieve this Super Saiyan thing that he remembers trying to try on Namek, and we all know how that went for him on Namek, so we don't need to go back to that. But
what a beatdown you gave him.
Oh, a bully beatdown. Just, I'm better than you, Vegeta! That's my fist hitting my hand. I'm not jacking off, people. Oh, the fanfics are rolling in right now. Oh, my.
He stood no chance.
No chance at all. Lord Frieza, how do you really feel about Sil? Well, he's approached me in the Home for Infinite Losers a couple of times. He never stops going on about how if he could just get another shot and someone would resurrect him, how he could achieve perfection, blah, 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 blah. Shut up, Sil. Oh, God, you lost to an 11-year-old. At least I lost to grown men. Okay.
That's right.
Okay, here's a question for you from Savage Gino. Is it the same guy? I think it's the same guy. And, no, yes, it is. And he wants to know, who has better nipples, Monaka or Fat Mike?
Well, thankfully, I still have my eyesight, because if I saw Fat Mike's nipples, I wouldn't have it anymore. So I'm just gonna say Monaka.
Okay, two questions. First, Lord Frieza, what do you think of this? Well,
I can't even see what that is, yo.
It says 2/14/2016, bunch of weirdos, KJ. It's Frieza, and it looks like I'm holding... Is that supposed to be Goku?
I don't know. It has cat ears. What the fuck is that?
It's got cat... I don't know. What is it? Second, Geekdom, have you watched any international Dragon Ball dubs, like the Mexican or Brazilian ones? If so, what are your thoughts on them? I'm really curious.
I've actually spoken about this early in my days of the channel. I grew up on the Mexican dub, the Latin American dub. The Brazilian dub is in Portuguese, and I've seen that. I actually saw My Lordship Resurrection F in Portuguese, and it was fun. But I don't speak Portuguese, even though it's like Spanish, but I do speak Spanish, and the Mexican dub is fantastic. It's funny, my lord, because in the Mexican dub, the voice of Frieza is extremely deep. I mean, like... so deep that some people think it's uncharacteristic, and maybe it is, but I love it. He just sounds so scary in that dub.
Hey, if that's what you like, nobody can say anything bad about that. Everyone has their tastes. There's nothing wrong with that at all.
I like your voice the most, but you know what I mean? The way that they portrayed you, I think still worked. So
hey, as long as they're portraying me properly, I'm okay with it.
Yep.
Okay,
definitely.
next question. How do you feel about how do you feel about Goku getting the better of Hit just in base while Vegeta and SSJ Blue got wrecked? I thought it was
you don't
pretty
like
funny.
either one of them. So
I don't like either one of them, but I thought it was funny. Just anything to really crumble Vegeta's pride more than it's already hanging on by a thread, by the way. At this point, this man's gotta be ready to just walk off a cliff. It probably wouldn't kill him, but, I mean, he could try. I feel like even a Saiyan could walk off a cliff, land, and be fine. You know, just do it. I've seen them do it. I've thrown them into mountains before and they've walked out, so... I guess he could just shoot himself in the head, if a laser beam can kill Goku, right?
Yeah. I don't know why he even asked that.
It was kind of a dumb question, but let's move on. Fuck, marry, kill, I don't do those. Would you rather finger the Supreme Kai of Time or stick a dildo up Zarbon's ass? Now, these are the hard-hitting questions.
You've done both at the same time.
At the same time, there's been a lot of menage a trois with us three, so that's a good question. You're hitting the hard notes there. Okay, who's the best? Kylo, Vader, Supreme Kai of Time, Zarbon, or fucking Matt? Go with Matt. I'm going with Matt.
I'm going to go with Matt as well.
I like Matt. He seems like a good, humble worker that just wants to keep an eye on the rest of his people. He's the undercover boss of the First Order. So anyways.
Yeah. Circular base.
Yeah, exactly. Grandfather, what is the Frieza martial arts style? It's called Sexy Murder. And where is the planet of the Frieza race? Well,
Was it not destroyed a long time ago or something like that?
You know, I've heard whispers and stories. It was well before my time. Daddy only told me bits and pieces. There's a book somewhere in our house, but I've got to get resurrected and go back all the way across the galaxy to get there. Try to figure it out. Maybe one day. Okay, we're gonna skip King Trunks, because you're a bitch. I don't like you, Trunks. Not you personally, but the character Trunks can die! Oh, God. Gerudo-sama for the win. Who's the best Ginyu member, and why is it Goldo? It's not you, Goldo. You look like a green booger. The best member out of all of them would probably have to be... Gosh,
I would say it's the good captain if you want to include him.
I want to go with Captain Ginyu. I do. I think he probably is the best because he served me the longest and he found me a lot of the other Ginyu Force members.
And he came back recently to serve you again.
Yes, he's very, very loyal. If we weren't, I mean, well, it's kind of stupid to say this, but if we weren't including Captain Ginyu, I'd probably say... Gosh, it's got to be between Jace and Berta, because Raccoon's an idiot. Goldo's a green booger. Yeah, probably between those two.
I would agree. Lightning Balls of Red and Blue, as the Japanese name of that episode was called, which is one of my favorite episode names, Lightning Balls of Red and Blue.
Okay, I'm going to try to scroll down to get to some of the later ones to give everyone a chance, because we're getting pretty, we're getting up here in the time.
Lots of questions, yo.
Lots of questions, indeed. Would you rather be married to the Supreme Kai of Time or have access to the form above the golden one? Well, I don't know of one above it.
What is this Supreme Kai of Time shit here?
In my Xenoverse Let's Plays, it's pretty obvious that I love the Supreme Kai of Time, and I think she's so sexy, so, there's probably going to be quite a few questions of those. We'll just skip through them some more. Let's see. Why is everyone titling their videos Dragon Ball Super?
Don't even get me started on that, bro. And maybe it's because, I don't know, the topic's about Dragon Ball Super?
Yeah, well, a lot of clickbaiting going on these days as well. So, yeah, that's pretty much the answer to most of that. Geekdom, when are you gonna do a face reveal?
I already have on April 1st.
Ah.
So go watch it. And it also says, where do I stand in the Frieza army? You have to answer that one. Where do I stand in the Frieza army?
At the top of the ranks.
Even higher than Sorbet?
Absolutely. You're more loyal, and you're more useful.
I would have finished off Goku, my lord.
You would have, and you wouldn't have wasted any time.
Nope. And then I would have been over Bulma.
Exactly. Who would take better care of Bulma, by the way?
Between you and me? Probably you, because you have more money.
I would take more care of her with the money side of things, but I think that Geekdom might give us more of the tender side as well, though.
Yeah, well, you have that big long tail, and everybody knows I'm hung like a hamster, so
this is true.
You end up taking that one.
Dear Lord Frieza, do you have a girlfriend? I have many girlfriends and boyfriends. Oh my. How does it feel when Goku bit your tail, and would you let Zarbon bite it? Goku did it without permission, by the way. It's a very sensitive area. And yes, Zarbon can nibble on it. He tickles it often.
I was going to say, if Goku bit it so you feel pain, Bardock did it for pleasure. There is a difference. Bardock. Zarbon did it for pleasure.
Big Daddy, can you believe this question right here? This one right here.
How did you come back to life?
Oh, gosh. I've got to go back to the thing now. I lost it. We got to scroll back down. But yes, how did I come back to life? Resurrection F, hello? Have you seen it?
Maybe he means now. I don't think he understands that you actually are not back to life. At least not yet. Not until we get the Dragon Balls again.
Exactly. We're almost back to where we were now. Excuse me, folks. I'm going to scroll down. We're going to do a couple more, and then we're going to end it because we're coming up on the 30-minute mark. Who's more useless, Monaka or Chaozu? I'm going to have to go with Chaozu because Monaka did take a punch from the monkey right to the face, so...
Without question, Chaozu. And if it wasn't for Monaka, then it would have been a double finish in the tournament. So he's very useful. He won the tournament essentially just for being there.
Exactly. Let's scroll through here. Going down. Let's see. Have I ever grown hair? No, never. Just smooth and sexy. You know it. And let's see here. Maybe one or two more. Let's find a couple good ones. Let's see. Just a compliment. You guys, I love both of you guys' videos. Awesome videos.
Thank you.
And let's see here. Lord Frieza, would you ever work together with your brother Cooler in order to destroy Goku? Yes, I would, actually. I think that'd be a good team. Brotherly love. What do you think? What do you think, Geekdom? How do you think that would go?
Yeah, I mean, y'all had like a brotherly rivalry, but when it came to taking out the monkeys, I just don't see how you both, I don't want to bring up a sore subject, but you did both kind of lose to the monkey. And I figure, well, if you come back, why not go 2-on-1 or even 2-on-2? Because somebody has to strike Vegeta.
Okay, and the last question. Are you voicing in Dragon Ball Crazy with SSJ 9K? I don't know. I told him if he needed my voice, he could use me, and I'd be more than happy to. And he said that he definitely would let me know. So, I think I might be. I don't know. But that's entirely up to that. So, Carter, if you want me, bro, I'm totally there for you, man. We'll have a blast doing that. But that's going to wrap it up for the first Q&A that Lord Frieza does. There's more in the future coming. I want to thank Geekdom, Big Daddy, for coming out. Thank you so much, Mr. Geekdom.
Thank you, awesome. My lord, for inviting me. I'm always here to please you.
Well, King Yema's making me cut the connection from the Home for Infinite Losers up to the world where Geekdom lies. So, as always, I'm going to say, ha 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 ha! K-bye!
K-bye!